Good morning, this is Pete's Perspectives, and today I wanted to talk about the government's response to COVID-19 and in particular the change to level 3. First of all, I would support and congratulate the Prime Minister for making the move to extend level 4 just for that slightly longer period, and then slightly better signalling around level 3 and what that means. I think there had been a bit of confusion leading into yesterday's announcement as to what level 3 actually meant. And I think that probably some of the key determinants were around Ashley Bloomfield. I mean, his recommendation was to extend it out to after Anzac Day. And I guess, if we really do believe in the elimination strategy, then having another week for really to knock this thing on the head makes a lot of sense if we believe we can come out faster at the other end. And I think that's the absolutely key in all of this, is our belief that we can come out faster at the other end. Okay, I suppose the issues I do have with what have come out, the word elimination is now being tinkered with. So what does eliminate mean? It seems that they're backpedaling a little bit on what elimination would actually mean, which I would take issue with, given that's been the kind of the key strategy to this go hard, go early approach. The other, issue I have is we've sort of come across a little bit crowing, gloating, if you like, about how well we're doing. I think a few issues for that with me is, one, that's incredibly poor form given what's happening overseas. Secondly, we're a global player, so it doesn't really matter how well New Zealand have done. We are going to be reliant on the globe to recover. We're an exporting nation, tourism, etc. If the globe is stuffed, we're stuffed. And I guess, it's probably too early, really, to be making any big calls about how successful or otherwise we've been. We've seen what's happened in Singapore and South Korea and other places as they've come out of lockdown. Obviously we all hope that doesn't happen here, but I think really we need a reasonable period of time before it's the right time to talk about which approach was best. It's interesting that Australia doesn't seem to get a lot of press down here, the approach that they've taken, which they're obviously getting very similar results. Arguably, both New Zealand and Australia have had the advantage of timing. We've seen things develop in the Northern Hemisphere and had the approach to lock down earlier. Also, I believe there's a seasonal element to all of this. We don't know that, but if you look at the Northern Hemisphere, they were sort of in the winter, midst of winter, or January, February, the colder months when this COVID-19 hit. For New Zealand and the Southern Hemisphere, that wasn't the case. Again, we'll all be wiser after the event. But overall, I'd give the Prime Minister probably 6 out of 10 for the way that she's coping with things at the moment. I think she's doing a good job. She's communicating well. She's made a few missteps, but she has tried to retrace those. Where I have an issue is the media and the adulation that's going on seems completely out of whack with the decision making that's actually been made. That's just my opinion and Pete's perspective. Thanks for watching.